again from Heck Yeah, You Can Cook. And today we're on location. My house is unavailable due to some renovations. And what we're doing here is I'm shooting at Nana's Kitchen, aka my mom's house, and she's graciously allowed me to come over. Today we're going to make my peanut butter cookies. And it's a recipe that I've come up with many years ago. I like to share these with folks at the holiday time. It's not something I make a lot, so if you see me glancing at the recipe that I wrote, it's a good thing. That way make sure we have it right. Little trick we have here, anything that's a wet ingredient we put in a glass bowl, anything that's a dry ingredient we put in a metal bowl. That way we don't get those mixed up when we're making this. You need a stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can still make this recipe. Just understand you're going to have to use a hand mixer. A little more time consuming, but it still can be done. All right, so here we got our wet ingredients. We got melted butter. That butter was about 1.5 minutes in the microwave. It's Irish butter, 227 grams. That either comes in 2 sticks or 1 block. Make sure it is unsalted Irish butter. I've got a cup of sugar in the raw. You want this sugar. I like this better. I think it makes a better sugar type of coating inside the cookie. You can use regular sugar if you don't have it. Got a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a teaspoon and a half of almond extract. That's a teaspoon and a half. I've got a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, ground nutmeg, and a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. I also have 1/4 cup packed light brown sugar, right, and 2 eggs. Over here for our dry mix, I have a 3/4 cup of baking soda. I keep saying powder for some reason. Baking soda. Make sure you use baking soda for this. 3/4 cup. I have a 3/4 teaspoon, not a cup. That'd be a lot of baking soda. Over here, I've got a teaspoon of salt, sea salt, finely ground. I have 2.5 cups of white whole wheat flour. Let me say that again. White whole wheat flour. A little bit different. I like the texture it gives to the cookie. It also is a little hard to find sometimes, but it is in the stores. You look for the white wheat flour. Okay. I will probably add a picture of that and maybe the product description on the end of the video so you can see it. And this is a bag of your favorite peanut butter chip. All right, and this is where you can adapt this recipe, and we'll talk about that at the end. But this is a peanut butter that you find inside of chocolate, inside of a very popular candy. I won't name any names. Hope that you can figure that out. So at the beginning here, we've got our mixer, and we're going to put in our whisk on the front end, and we're going to go ahead and add our 2 eggs. Now, very simply add the eggs into here, and like I said, I'm working in someone else's kitchen. And if you've ever done that, it's a little difficult because you seem to get routine. So if you see me go out of frame because it's over there, I apologize. All right, and then we're going to add to that the sugar. And then we're going to add both the sugars. I like to add the abstracts next. Then the spices, and then set the butter on top. There's a method to it. The butter is warm and you want to work that through, and it'll help everything mix together. At least what I've found. Set this down, lock it, and we're going to let that go for about 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll come back and just... Okay everybody, that's about the thickness that you want to have before you add the dry mix. All right, everybody, this is the second part here. We've completed the mixing part. I have a little snippet video there. I'll put that in the sink for later cleaning. We're going to switch now to your cookie paddle. All right, so you put your cookie paddle on, and actually we'll do that in just a second. That way it won't be in the way. Here we've got our flour, and what we're going to do is we're going to add the baking soda and the salt, and you take a whisk, kind of work that around just a little bit. Maybe 5 Mississippis, 6 Mississippis. For those of you from the state of Mississippi, if it did, we'll say Tennessee. So you put that in there. Maybe not as aggressively as I just did. Sorry about that. A little aggressive, wasn't it? All right, and then you're gonna add chips right on top. Put on your cookie paddle. Set this bad boy back down in it. Lock it. I've made that mistake before. Not fun. Usually set it on about the first level and just let it go. We'll be back in just a minute. I'll show you what the dough looks like. Well, doesn't take long. You have this nearby just in case it starts to stick. It's doing a fantastic job. It's almost ready, and there it goes. Doesn't take long at all to mix that together. Pull this out. Take your spatula, push the cookie dough through. And in just a minute, we'll show you how we roll these up and bake them in the preheated 350-degree oven. Okay, we're back, everyone. And right now, we got the cookie dough. I'll bring it to the camera so you can see. It should look like this. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and roll every one of these out. This should make about 36 cookies. Parchment paper, baking sheet. You're gonna need 2, unless you're gonna make a whole bunch of cookies fit on there. And then you'd be the magic chef. You'd have your own chef. All right, so we got this going down here. All right. Ping pong ball size. All right, roll it out, set it down, space it out. Usually this takes about 3 baking sheets. All right, make sure you put the cook's best friend, parchment paper, down. It'll make them a lot easier for you to get out. Now I'm only gonna do 3. Space them about so. I'll do 4 so you can see how the rows go. About 12 per. The kids can have fun with this. It's very easy. Always have your paper towel available. And then take a fork, just gonna push them down. That'll give you a nice little pattern at the top. This is completely optional. You just want to push them down just a little bit. Spread them out just a little bit, and as they heat, they will grow. All right, everybody, that's the end of this segment. We'll show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, everybody, with my help of my lovely assistant, my mom, we ended up making 35 cookies out of this batch. This is what it should look like before you put them in the oven. All right, we're gonna put the oven, remember we preheated to 350, we're gonna set a timer for 13 minutes, okay? So keep an eye on the cookies, all right? I would check them after 11, 12, and they want them to be a golden brown, okay? And if you start to smell the cookie, get them out of the oven then, because they're probably already overcooked. So kind of keep an eye on them, start checking at the 11, 12 minute mark, and go as long as 14, and we'll put them on a cooling rack, and we're gonna enjoy it in just a minute. All right, everybody, the timer's going off. Had a little technical difficulty there with the camera. Hopefully get them doing soon. The cookies are just about ready. Remember, I said 2 baking sheets. You're probably gonna need 3. Pull these out of the oven. There's that golden brown color I told you about, looking very good. And a couple of them got a little roasted on the end, but that's always a good peanut butter chip. Like I said, these cookies will last in a container on your countertop 4 or 5 days, easy. Just remember to please, at this point in time, everybody, please hit that like button and that subscribe button and share this with your friends. These are my peanut butter cookies here. Hope everybody enjoyed.